And it looks like we are live. And look how many people have been waiting for me. I am quite surprised. I mean, it looks like people have been waiting for 20 minutes or so. But, this was scheduled for 2 o'clock. And it's 2 o'clock right now, is it not? It's 1:58 right now, according to my phone. Anyway, but I see the people are here, and I'm very glad to see that always. So I see that Bailey is here, and Andrea, Glenny Square, and AJ is here. Who else do we have here? And it's of course always the same age-old question. Hey, Yarn Fix. Um, what's on your hook? What's in your cup? All of that stuff. Where are you? AJ asks how I'm doing, and I'm doing pretty darn good, actually. I got an electronic keyboard yesterday so I can play piano again. And this week, if all goes according to plan, hey Mandy, if all goes according to plan, we will have a dog in the house. Hey Brenda, hey Proverbs. Um, so yeah, that's a pretty darn good week, I think. Um, so let's see, coffee and a sweater. Yes, it is a Casio, AJ. Hey PJ. Yeah, so I went and I got it. It's almost new. I haven't tried it out yet. I have to find a place to put it really, because it's I don't know where to put it. I did some tidying up, which is unusual for me, and consolidating, but um, but still, it's I'll find a place. You can believe me on that because it's very important to me. I really, really miss having music in my life, and most of you know how important that has always been to me. Hey, Froggy. Hey, Denisha. Oh, looks like everybody's coming over from Joe. I was in Joe's room earlier. Hey, Holy Spirit. Hey, Diane. Diane, it's if all goes according to plan, we will be adopting this 10-year-old Cocker Spaniel from a rescue organization. Hey, Butterfly. Hey, Frenchie. Hey, Granny D. Glad to see everybody. So, hey, Kim. My volume is low. Well, this was, I'm going to have to speak up. I, I have been working on this. Um, and actually, yesterday, okay, let's see. Is my volume better now? Um, yeah. Yesterday, I was on somebody else's live stream and was going back and forth between the internal mic and on my computer and an external one. And when I watched it um, again, I found that there was much less feedback, much less interference when I was using the external mic. So that's the one I'm going to use from now on. Neither one is perfect, but I prefer the sound with this external mic. And honestly, it's right in front of my face. You can't see it. Oh, oh, oh. By the way, let me show you. I got this yesterday. This came from Brenda. Hey, Helen. Hey, Lori. Isn't this gorgeous? Daniel created this logo for me, and I've been using it. It's also on this mug right here. So I've been using this logo, and then um, I asked Brenda to make this plaque or this sign for me. Um, and I think that well, it was actually Brenda's husband who does it because he does this kind of woodwork as a sideline because it's he finds it a pleasurable hobby. And They also need this subscribe sign that's behind me. Um, let's see. Hey, Angela. Um, ah, you mean Denny, do you mean the one that I named after Carrie? Because I haven't given her one yet, but I did name a shawl because she was teasing me about pattern naming. I still haven't gotten any cash from her though for the naming privilege. Hey, hey, Dana. Hey, Joe. Um, and hey, Mark and Amelia, and I hope I haven't missed anybody because sometimes I do because it's hard to keep track of everything when you're doing this. So, my goodness gracious, we have 27 people here. Hey, Inga. 27 people here. So, my topic today is your local yarn shop. I want you to tell me about your local yarn shop. Um, yes, Lori, I think I knew that because I think I saw you in his room. Um, oh, if Denny, I think that the shawl that I sent her, she won on my live stream as a giveaway. I wouldn't have sent it otherwise. I think I'm not that nice. Oh, Shelley does not have a local yarn shop. Oh, that's a shame. Hey, Tony L. Oh, welcome in. Your first time here. I hope you come back. Um, anyway, local yarn shops. Oh, hey, Daniel. We're talking about local yarn shops, and here in Wilmington, there is only one local yarn shop remaining, and I have not been there in years. In fact, they've moved, I think, twice since the last time I was there. Um, but there was another one I used to go to all the time called the Noble Thread, and Granny Square knows where Chandler's Wharf is. It's in like on the riverfront in Wilmington in a tourist area, and basically it's like this old market stall building that has been converted into stylish boutiques. So she had this yarn shop there that was really quite nice. And I used to go there like once a week or so to meet with other crafters. But she has closed down. I think that the rent was just too much for her. She does, if you look for the Noble Thread, she does still do business online. There's another one in Wilmington, and I can't remember the name of it. I have. Shut up. I do have this app. Where is it? It's called Needle Travel, and I learned about this from Kim of Affordably Crafty. Um, so it's called Needle Travel, and you can find a local yarn shop wherever you are. You can either, I think you can have it search based on your current location, and you can also just enter a location. So I'm going to choose North Carolina. Okay, and then I can choose different cities. So here we are, Wilmington, and it says there are three. Okay, Fran's Sewing Circle, I've never heard of. Yarns of Wilmington is the one that I used to know, or that has moved a few times. And there's another one. Well, I'm surprised that the other one that I knew is not listed because it's called the Noble Thread, and oh, okay, these are the featured shops. Now I get it. Okay, shops nearby. And there's a quilting shop. Um, Few shops on a map. I can do that. But you know, it's this app is called Needle Travel. I hope you can see that clearly. It's an iPhone app. I do not know if it's available on Android, but it can be very useful, I would think. So it's called Needle Travel. Um, okay, Mark is saying the audio is better. Yeah, I turned up the input volume, so I think that happens. I think that helped a lot. And also using this external mic, I think that I'm getting a lot less background noise. I will have to replay and just find out. So that is what is in my town. I have not experienced all the shops that are listed in that app, but Mark, I sent the hat and scarf a couple of days ago. You should get it soon, although I don't know because I don't know how long it takes for things to get to Canada. Um, so, but I think you will find it useful because it's a nice, um, comfy yarn. Um, Granny Square, I think the one that is around Kerr and Wrightsville Avenue is one of the ones I was mentioning. As I was saying, I haven't been there in a long time. And I was told, actually, that they have moved over to Oleander. So I don't know for sure. Granity says that you don't have one. There used to be one in Spencer, but it closed. So the closest one to Granady is in Davidson or Huntersville. And I know the area where Granady lives because I went to college there. So yeah, I understand the geography there. Um, oh, hey, bearded yarnivore! I didn't see you come in, but I'm glad you're here. Um, yeah. Well, Mark, you have always been very supportive. So I am glad to send you that. And besides, you won it fair and square when I did that giveaway. Hey, Tony L. Let's see. Denny is asking when Granny and I are going to meet up. I will actually be in that area in a couple of weeks because I'm going to an event at my old college, um, which is also Granny D's old college. I'm sure most of you know by now that we were at that college at the same time and did not know each other. We have friends in common, but we still did not know each other back then. It will not surprise me to learn that there are pictures that we're both in, but we might not have known each other. Mandy says the closest one to her is about 40 minutes away in Syracuse. I like Syracuse. I've been there. Called Nitty Gritty. Let's see. Oh, hi, Pat. I think I saw you come in. Did I greet you? I'm sorry if I didn't. Um, let's see. What else is going on? Now, Bearded Yarnivore is new to our community. He is in Tennessee, and I can't remember exactly where. Is it Northeast Tennessee? Because Kenny, also known as Ford Man, is in Northeast Tennessee, I know. And I think that you two should know each other. He doesn't crochet, but he's a good guy, and you should know him anyway. He's very supportive of all of our channels. He likes to hang out with us. Clarksville. Not sure where that is. So anyway, we were talking about local yarn shops. So what about local yarn buddies? Do y'all have local yarn buddies? I have one now because I met Granny Square, Andrea, in person. And we were talking on the phone just this morning, in fact. She gave me some beautiful yarn. This is what's left over that I made my, you've seen pictures of my circular Alicia shawl. She gave me some other beautiful things. Um, let's see. So, yeah, Granny Square is my local yarn buddy. Do you guys have local yarn buddies? Ah! Oh, yeah, Joanne's has you. I have seen variation from one Joanne's to another. Some of them have a really good selection, and some of them don't. And some of them they change depending on the season. I don't know. Jane from Scraptastic Yarns lives about 15 miles away. Oh, here in Wilmington, we're about 2 hours away from you, Shelley. Tell me again where you are. I have a mind like a sieve. I can never remember details. Um, yeah, Freaky Geek says she's the only all the crazy she can manage. Hey, my own utopia. Hmm. Lucky you, Proverbs, a fiber group and two local yarn shops. Now there were people. I have lost touch with most of the people in the yarn group that I used to hang out with once a week. Um, oh, Shell. Okay, sorry, Greenville. And I know you've told me that so often, and I just keep forgetting it. Um, but oh, Freaky Geek, I didn't know. I'm sorry. Um, oh, Granny D. Actually, there are several in Charlotte, and you're not too far from Charlotte. Pivy, also known as Ezra, lives in Charlotte, and also oh, Carrie Penny, whose channel is called I can't remember the name of her channel, but I like to watch her. Um, um, oh, that would be interesting, Dana, doing a vlog. I have never done a shopping vlog. Um, um, I just, you know, I'm I'm not sure I could do it well. I'm not sure I would be comfortable with it. So, hmm. Happy Crafty Homemaker. That's who I meant. Carrie Penny is Happy Crafty Homemaker. Mm. Everybody here is nice. No worries for anybody. Um, I should look and see if there are other groups around. Um, because I did enjoy it when I got to meet up with some of those people. One person who was local to me is actually pretty much a big name designer. Um, and I can't remember her last name. Um, otherwise, I would give her name, but I can't remember her last name. Um, oh, it's Marybeth Templeton. I think that is her name. Um, Andrea is volunteering to be camera if I do a shopping video. That would be fun, actually. We should do that sometime, especially to these local yarn shops. Freaky Geek, actually, I don't like crowds either, but my experience with this one group here in Wilmington was that, it was not a big group, and it was fun. Oh, hi, go forth. Um, another man in North Carolina. Go forth. I think his name is David. As I always say, I have no mind for details. Let's see. Uh, and Frenchie is here. Forgive me, I haven't if I have not greeted you yet. Um, so Mark, how far are those shops away from you? Because you're in Thunder Bay, correct? Yeah. Um, David, go forth. We were just welcoming Bearded Yarnivore, who is pretty new to the community, and he is happy to find men in yarn. And he seems like a really, really good guy. Go to his channel. Um, oh, that's wonderful, Yarnivore. He's starting a group in his town in Tennessee. Clarksville. Isn't that somewhere near Nashville? I'm not sure about that. Um, my best friend from college lives in Nashville, and he is now one of the owners of a large church music, sheet music distribution um, company. Freaky Geek, it's called the Purple Sock, and it's very small. A lot of them are very small. They have to be, because real estate is expensive. I don't care where you are, real estate is expensive. And so is inventory, especially at the local yarn shops because they're more boutique like and they're going to have high end stuff more than like your Red Heart Super Saver, which or your national brands. They're not going to have as much. They're going to have the hand dyed stuff that is so beautiful and so expensive. I did not realize that Thunder Bay was that large. I believe it. I believe you're introverted, Mark. Um, um, Finding a local yarn group, I would start with Facebook. Or have you ever been to meetup.com? You might find something there. Um, Freaky Geek says I say boutique and he's thinking of flowers. Well, you can get flowers at a boutique, but to my mind, a boutique is any kind of a small shop. Yes, what Denisha says is completely correct. I am a lot, and I do know it surprises people. I'm very shy in person um, until I'm comfortable. And then Andrea will tell you that when I'm comfortable, I'm completely outgoing and inappropriate. Um, that's part of my charm. Where is the closest crazy yarn space? Ooh, that would be interesting. Yeah. Actually, I think I'll do that. I will seek out groups here in Wilmington, and then next week, for next topic Tuesday, I will report back to you on my progress and what I have learned. I used to really enjoy that one group. It was fun. I'm still Facebook friends with a few of those people. So, um, Freaky Geek, I'm sure you can find a group. Hmm. I think a lot of us are, especially, I mean, I'm very comfortable doing this on screen, but most of you are many miles away. You're not going to punch me in the face. So, well, Andrea might, but there's a safety when there's a computer screen between you and somebody else. And you see that a lot in the comments where people say completely inappropriate things. You see it on all sorts of social media. I mean, where people say completely inappropriate and completely stupid things because they can and they don't think there are any repercussions. Um, so, and even there's something about having glass between you and somebody else. Yeah, how often have you seen people shouting at other drivers or at pedestrians when they're in the car? Or even shouting at people on the TV because they're not there. They're behind the screen. Oh, Yarnivore is asking, how long have I been on YouTube? I have only been doing yarn content since last October, actually. I had a few videos up that now they're like 15 years old. There are three 15-year-old videos up of me singing back in the days when I could sing. Um, but as far as this yarn content, I've only been doing it since October, I think. So it's much less than a year. And I'm happy with the progress that I've made. I'm very, very happy with the community that I have found. Because I think that we are a wonderful community. Um, oh, thank you, Glennie. Hey, is Nightbot? Yeah, Nightbot is here. Yeah, thank you, Glennie Square, for reminding us about thumbs. She says you can't fix stupid with a 2x4, but she can crochet a straitjacket. I like that. That's cute. Bailey took 3 days just to work up the nerve to do a very brief introduction video. You know what? It took me a long time to just be ready to post something. In fact, I posted a test video probably 6 or 8 months before I posted the one that is now my first video. And I thought I had taken it down and was horrified to learn that it was still there and that people had watched it. Because I did not like that particular video. It was a test video, an introduction thing. Oh, we're all different. Bailey. I have not seen it, Bailey, but I have to go and look for it now. Oh, of course, Mark. We need a balance, and I think for a lot of us, the past year and a half, um, the balance has been upset because we've had to be isolated. Okay. Yeah, Granny Square, go back to work. I'm glad you could join me. Denisha, you saw my video 8 years ago before we even knew each other? Wow. Wow. Oh, Mark, you might. If you take up diamond painting, I want to hear about it. I've never done it. I've only seen people doing it in their own videos. Okay, Shell, have fun at the grocery store. Bring me back some ice cream. Did I mention that I have merch? Let's see. Okay, we've been going about a half an hour. Um, at 3 o'clock, we always go and see Brenda, the newbie crocheter. And if a moderator would enter um, exclamation point Brenda, then you can see her link. Um, Otherwise, I have to wake up my Bluetooth keyboard to do it. Um, Oh, Lori's going to the grocery store too. Oh gosh. Yeah, you can bring me some ice cream as well. I like Rocky Road. I love Ben and Jerry's New York Super Fudge Chunk. Thank you, Jenny. Um, so, um, oh, excuse me. Since we've been here about a half an hour, I might just talk about general news. My posting schedule. I do these um, topic Tuesdays every Tuesday at 2 o'clock, and then we immediately go over to see Brenda. I do Wednesday free for alls at 6 o'clock, immediately after Granny D. Thursdays, I don't schedule anything, although sometimes I do upload something. Fridays, it's a varying format, and I think you'll be excited about what I have for this Friday, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. Saturdays, I do shout out Saturdays. Um, Usually, I will either pre-record it and schedule it so that it goes live very early in the morning, or I will do it live as a live stream at like 7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. This past Saturday, neither one of those happened, and I posted it late in the day, but it still happened. Sundays, I do Sunday readings of poetry. Um, and then, okay, bye, Helen. Back to work. Okay. Um, Sundays, I do Sunday readings of poetry, and I really enjoy doing that. I've enjoyed just looking for things to read. And oh, hey, Chris, glad to see you. Um, Looking for things to read, um, finding things that I can read without copyright infringement. But of course, most of the masters are lived long ago, or the ones that I like the most lived long ago. So um, usually it's not an issue. I have done some contemporary poets with their permission, including Mark, who's in the room now. And Mondays, I have my series that I call Monday Men, where I interview men in yarn. And I have a few coming up that are going to be very interesting. I've done quite a few that were very interesting. Um, so I hope that you guys will go and see those as well. Um, so, and it's all a lot of fun, really. I was doing tutorials, but I wasn't enjoying doing them. So, even though in person I'm pretty good at explaining things, there were just so many um, parts um, about creating a tutorial that got in the way of my enjoyment and probably my clarity in explaining. So I'm I'm not going to stop doing them, but they will be much less frequent. I have not done shopping trips, largely because I don't go shopping that often. I have done some unboxings. They were fun. I like to do the occasional marathon live stream, most often on holidays. I did one on the 4th of July, I did one on Memorial Day, I did one on Father's Day, I did one on Mother's Day. That one was tough. Um, so I have a marathon live stream coming up on the 25th, which is a Sunday, where I will announce the results of my Hat Not Hate contest. And Nightbot just dropped the link for my Hat Not Hate contest, which is very convenient. Mark is asking about poetry blogs. I'm not sure I know of any. I think if you go, I'm sure you know the websites poetryfoundation.org, Poetry Soup, um, and I think you will find a lot of resources at websites like that. Um, but I do not follow any particular blogs closely. Um, I think there are conversations going on in the chat that I'm not seeing all of, so I don't really understand what's going on, but that's okay. That's okay. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. You want to see my yarn stash? Actually, it's spread out all over the house, so it's not like I have a beautiful yarn wall like some people do. Um, some of it is in bins, some of it is in a closet, so I don't think. Um, I thought about doing that. Um, can a yarn stash dash? Probably. Um, Yarnivore, my merch is on Etsy. The name of my Etsy shop is Bearded Yarn Dudes. Um, Nightbot will drop my link tree link where you can find all of my links at the link tree page, which will include the Etsy, the Ravelry, 3 different blogs, um, that sort of thing. Um, Yarnivore, I would gladly buy some of your merch. Ladybird's channel updates. Is that Lisa? Um, okay. Yeah, Yarnivore. I will buy some of your merch if you'll buy some of mine. I could go in so many directions with that because it should surprise no one to know that my mind is always in the gutter. Um, but then, as Oscar Wilde told us, we are all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Okay. I don't. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Um, Amelia is going, yes, please, and thank you, but I don't remember why. Denisha, I must have missed what you said. Hey, Nana Michelle. Denisha. Denisha, the last thing I saw from you was that you wanted to see my yarn stash. Have I missed something? And I was saying that my yarn stash is all over the house, so showing it wouldn't be. Oh, Yarnivore, we can talk offline if you want to learn about putting it on Ravelry or other resources. There are people who don't use Ravelry for one reason or another. Um, um, Freaky Geek, yep. Any kind of gutter you can name. Lawnmower. Okay, Denisha, message me if you like. That would be good. Um, so I hope I'm not missing people who are coming into the room, because I want everybody to feel welcome. Do you know what I haven't done yet? I haven't invited anybody up. Let me copy the link here. Um, okay, regarding Lisa's channel, I saw posts today, so apparently she's still okay. Let's say head in the gutter. Oh, please, my head's always in the gutter. Very often my feet and my butt too, but yep. So, what else are we talking about? Freaky Geek, yes, yes. I'm looking at the star. Well, that is the Oscar Wilde quote, and I love Oscar Wilde. And he says that all of us are in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. Denisha, I do not mind at all. In fact, you can send me a private message here on StreamYard as well, I think. Except you're watching this from YouTube, so that's okay. Um, let's see. Huh, Chris, exactly. Okay.
Hi.
Oh, I need to put on my earbuds if I want to hear you. There we go.
Okay, can you hear
Hello.
me?
I can hear you.
How you doing?
I am good. How about you?
I'm exhausted. I just finished exercising like an hour ago at lunch.
Oh dear. Oh dear. That's
I'm trying
why I
to get
avoid
less
it.
fat.
Uh,
You know.
yeah, people have told me that I should exercise more, and I say, do you know how strenuous crochet is?
I know.
They
It's
don't
like you could work up those arm
understand.
muscles.
I know
Yep.
that the wrist alone. Um, Except I try to do it so that I don't move my wrist very much. I think of it like a violinist with a bow, where
Right.
they because if they do it wrong, they could suffer like real serious injury to their wrists. So you have
Mhm.
to, a violinist or any string player has to learn how to do it in a way that causes no tension and no problem. And that's what I try to do with a hook.
Yeah, but also when you're frogging your stuff, your arm's always going like this.
That's when I knock my drink over, is when my arm is going like that.
Yeah, but it's like, man, I wish I could burn 1 million calories just crocheting. That's all I know.
Hmm.
But I have enjoyed doing your pattern. I did
Oh,
frog the one. I did frog the one where it was coming out kind of cockeyed on the one side.
uh-huh.
And the rectangular shawl, that one I want to talk offline or like do something offline because I want to get something clear
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
one stitch.
Some people have made suggestions for making it more clear. So I would really like to talk about that because
Yeah.
I mean,
My phone number's in my email that I sent you. So you can just
okay.
call me. You could just call me. I
Oh,
don't care.
yeah, we could do that, or text or something like that. Yeah, or FaceTime.
Yes, we can do that. We can
Yeah,
FaceTime. That's it. But yeah, I can't wait to see the outcome of your Hats Not Hate contest.
I need
I
to get
can't wait.
back. I feel I'm having nightmares about blue yarn, and at the same time, I'm feeling guilty for not doing more blue hats because I,
Oh,
it's
hmm
there's no winning.
yeah. But you know what it is? If you donate 200 hats or 2 hats, Shira is happy either way.
Exactly. I have heard her say that, where
Hmm
one hat is just as welcome as many hats.
Yeah.
Um, because I think the real gift when you do that is, in addition to the recipient, it's a really big gift to the giver too.
Right.
Um,
And these kids that get these hats know that a stranger, took the time to do that for them.
hmm hmm Yarnivore is asking about Hat Not Hate. Hat Not Hate is a an anti-bullying campaign that is sponsored by Lion Brand Yarns, where they present programs in schools and probably at various age levels, and
Yeah.
they give away blue hats as a symbol for the anti-bullying campaign, and so they take donations and they get thousands upon thousands of hats from people sending them in.
Yeah. I think she's just about 41,000 hats right now.
I saw her do an unboxing a few weeks ago, and she was at like 35,000 at that point.
Yeah,
So,
I saw something on Instagram where it was like 40,674,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
something.
I think that's great. So I don't know
Yeah.
how many I have. I
Hmm.
started when I started this project. Another thing, Yarnivore, that since by the way, Denisha is saying I have not introduced you. You are
Uh,
PJ. Tell us about you.
oh, oh, okay. Wait, wait.
Where'd you go? Anyway, Yarnivore, I have a project going where I am making as many blue hats as I possibly can without going insane or any more insane than I am. Um, and there is a giveaway, or there will be a giveaway. I'm asking subscribers to my channel to guess how many hats I complete and to guess how much yarn I have left over. And the leftover yarn question is a moving target because people keep giving me more blue yarn. In fact, just yesterday somebody said she was sending me more blue yarn. I had a nightmare last night about where people would not stop giving me more blue yarn. Anyway, oh, Bailey! Wow, thank you so much. Aren't you sweet? Oh, I have a little bell somewhere I was going to use because I don't have, a super chat song or anything, but I had a little bell I was going to use for that. Um, so anyway, Yarnivore, I would suggest that you just look at hatnothate.org, and if you want to, just the deadline for submissions is August 1st, and they give the address for where to send it at the website. There really are very few restrictions. There are no restrictions on the fiber you use, but I think considering it's hats for young people, something washable would be wise. Oh, there you go. Where
Hi,
did
I'm
you go
back.
before?
I lost myself. You think you're bad with technology, man?
Ah,
I can do Excel spreadsheets out the wazoo, but this is why
oh,
people have asked, "Oh, you should do a YouTube channel." I'm like, no, 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 not happening.
oh, thank you, Frenchie. Thank you so much.
Okay, so
Oh
who am I?
my.
I'm just PJ. I do not have a channel. I've been crocheting. I started crocheting in January of 20. Because my daughter started knitting in December of 19, and my daughter just turned 26, just got married. Yay! I have a wonderful son-in-law. I love him.
Excellent.
Um, but I could not knit because she was knitting, so I could crochet. That was my choice, so
Oh,
I
I
could do that.
see.
And I started crocheting there. Never had picked up a crochet hook before. My best friend Mary crochets, and I found Creative Grandma and Crystal from Bag a Day. And then I
I love
found,
I love them both.
yeah, and then I found Mikey from the Crochet Crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tiffany she used to be Hook for Hope.
Yeah, she now
And
just uses her
now
name,
she's,
Tiffany Hansen, right?
right.
Yeah.
And I went from not knowing anything about yarn, anything from like a single crochet, double crochet, to where I'm testing patterns, just like for you. And you can
Excellent.
see I can do it.
Excellent. I think it's wonderful. Yeah. I think
So
I think most of us might have learned as kids and then put it aside and then picked it up as adults. That was my experience.
yeah, when I
Um,
was a kid, I was a sickly child. I'm
mm,
I'm not even gonna lie. We got to the point where I almost had to have a kidney removed
oh
because my
dear.
kidney function was so bad. And it turned out I would get really bad tonsillitis and it would spread into my kidneys. So they're like, nope, nope, nope. But
Mm.
we figured out what's going on. So I was a sickly child, and God bless my Aunt Chicky, rest her soul. She taught me how to needlepoint. She taught me how to cross stitch. I had a fifth grade teacher, Mrs. Stefanowicz. She had to be maybe 4'6". She was short. But in fifth grade, she taught us how to latch hook, and we made a huge latch hook rug of the American flag for the center of our classroom.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. So I learned how we have this thing called the Police Athletic League. It was like an after school day camp and then an all day summer camp. They taught us how to make pot holders. Like you'd have like the loom pot holders and weave the stuff in and out. So learned how to do that. I do scrapbooking. So it's not like I'm not creative. It was just I had never picked up a hook or needles.
Well, it
To
seems like
crochet.
you've accomplished a lot in that time. Denisha is saying that she learned when she was young, but learned to knit when she was young, but didn't pick up crochet until she was 30, and her mom passed away, and she wanted a way to connect with her mom.
Yeah.
I
Like
think
my
that's
aunt,
very sweet.
yeah, my aunt Chicky passed away about 8 years ago, and she would love the fact that I crochet now. She would love it. She would have me
Lovely.
making her stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But
Most of my
but
family is frustrated that I crochet because I do it to the exclusion of everything else.
my daughter loves the fact that I crochet. She said because I'm an empty nester now, so my hubby, and it's only my hubby and myself. Like the
Hmm.
house was really small about, like in 2008, my house was really small because I had 3 teenagers. But now I've got a pair of 29-year-olds and a 26-year-old, and no one lives at home.
Well,
so,
there you go. Yeah,
so now the house seems a little bigger, but
I'm
we
sure.
get the
Yeah.
grandson coming over, our freedom baby.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah.
Yarnivore is leaving us, but
Bye,
I'm really
Yarnivore.
glad that he was here, and we will talk offline.
Yeah.
Um,
But I
yeah,
love testing. I love testing patterns. My whole family wants me making them blankets this year for Christmas.
that's a lot
So
of work.
oh, it is.
Are
And
they going to buy the yarn?
well, I have the yarn. I bought the yarn already
Hmm.
because I don't trust people to buy the yarn because I can see them coming up and handing me a bunch of Red Heart Super Saver. And I don't like the way that feels on my fingers. Oh, okay, you're looking like how I feel with it.
Exactly. If someone gave me a bunch of Red Heart Super Saver and asked me to make something out of it, I would give it away and go and buy something that I wanted to work with. And Reggie
Right.
had just come into the room, and
Hi,
so was
Reggie.
glad to have her.
Yeah. Oh my
So
gosh. I would buy Joanne's Big Twist.
that is actually, I think
Yeah,
that is a very, very good store brand yarn.
it is. I like the way it feels. It's got good colors. It's an on the money price. The
Hmm.
bulky 5 seems a little thin to me. It looks like a perfect 4. It actually works like a perfect 4. But
Yeah, sometimes you have to evaluate the accuracy of the labeling.
right.
Because yeah, I'm very fond of Lion Brand Pound of Love, which they call a 4. I would call it like a 3.5. You
Yes.
know,
But I always use a 6 hook with it.
6 millimeter
Yeah, I
a
always use a
day.
6 millimeter. When
Wow.
with the Pound of Love, I use a 6 millimeter, and it comes out beautifully for some
I have
reason.
I've actually used a wide range of sizes with that yarn, just depending upon what I was working on.
Yeah, like six
Um,
millimeters. My 6 millimeter is my go-to hook, and
actually one of the first blankets I ever did. It was a baby blanket. I
mhm,
It was pictured on the label. They've changed the label since then, but it was a free download from Lion Brand, and
mhm.
it was easy to learn. Um, and I just loved doing that, and I could do it in my sleep, and I would make I would make them one after another.
Yeah. Now here, I'm gonna make you giggle. but I think you're going to have another type of response after I tell you this. The blanket that I'm making for my grandson, I just finished my third cake. Remember, I had showed you, and you knew the color. Well.
Oh, yeah, because I had used it before?
Yes, the cake pop color.
Okay.
And I have to frog almost the entire thing.
No, why?
I made a rookie mistake down at the bottom. And I
Is there
couldn't
no
figure out.
hiding it? Is it one of those things that will drive you crazy, but no one else will see?
No, it actually, I noticed it because I made the mistake again further up. I can't believe I made the same mistake twice. You know how in a corner to corner you attach to the next block?
Mm-hmm.
I actually missed the block next to it and went to the one above it.
You missed one. Oh.
I missed one down at the bottom and then up at the top. So it's 2 inches shorter at the top than the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
On the width.
I could not live with myself if I had done that. I would have to frog it too.
Yeah, it's such a rookie mistake. I can't believe I did it.
I make rookie mistakes all the time. I do. In fact, I just I started working on this morning, and it's not. I haven't gone very far with it, but largely because I got to a certain point, and then I had to frog it. This is going to be a baby poncho, and you can blame Dana for that because she was making a baby poncho on her live stream this morning. And I thought, ooh, I could adapt that one poncho that I did a few months ago and just downsize it for a baby.
Right.
So, and this is leftover Lion Brand Mandala.
Right.
And I think I have enough to make the poncho. And if I don't, then I'll just start over and I'll use, this is some leftover, this is Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Cotton.
Right.
Oh, Granny D is here.
Can she come up?
I'm only here. Hey, PJ. Hey, David. I'm only here for a second because I know it's time to go to Brenda's. But y'all remember maybe if you saw me yesterday?
I saw that.
I had this one. Now look. I'm frogging it.
You're frogging it?
Oh, no.
Oh, no. That's the one that you do with your fingers.
It didn't fit. It was too tight up here. I wanted it more around my shoulders and down.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a nightmare, you can imagine, to frog this. But the good thing about it is it doesn't fall apart like you might imagine something like this would.
Yeah.
Do you know who does wonders with that loop yarn like that you do with your fingers?
Jersey. Ingrid is here. Hi, Ingrid.
Jonah Hands.
Yeah, but you know, when I saw it and it was just at Hobby Lobby for clearance. And I love the color, and it is beautiful. It's all polyester, and it's so soft. I just knitted it on great big needles. All I need to do is just make it a little bit larger around.
Yeah, Jonah Hands did a whole blanket with that stuff with his fingers.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to, it turns out looking like knit. But there's only 11 yards, and of course it's huge. I guess it's a 6. But I got 4 of them for 75% off. I think they were $9. So whatever.
Is Jonah Hands that really young? That like a boy who does it? Okay.
Yes,
He's amazing.
He's on the Drew Barrymore show all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a Drew Barrymore show because I don't watch TV. But
I don't watch regular TV.
Yeah, Drew Barrymore's on here up in Jersey, 9:00 on Channel 2, and he does book reviews with her.
Oh wow!
On children's books and crochets. Great. Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
He's on her show all the time.
He does it all.
Well, I hate to do this, but the time is drawing nigh.
Time to go. Yeah, I just want to tell you.
Yay! Thanks, Granny.
I'm glad you were here, Granny. Glad to see you as always.
Good to see you and Miss PJ and everybody in chat.
And you can tell I am subscribed to your channel now.
Yay! Thanks.
Excellent.
And
Yeah.
I've been playing around with Daniel's yarn.
Beautiful.
Oh,
You
I
know
love
what
that.
Gorgeous.
It's a moss stitch. Yeah. Did I show you this? Hold on a second.
And David, I bought your pattern, the Granny D mouse stitch shawl, and I
Oh,
bought
yeah.
a couple of your patterns.
Well, I would have sent them to you, but
I
thank you
know
for
you
buying
said
them.
that, but that's
So
okay.
this is something I did in moss stitch
Ooh, that's
this is some
pretty.
ice brand yarn that I got from Gia.
Yeah.
I just love
That's
the way
beautiful.
moss stitch shows off, especially like variegated type yarn
I love
Yeah.
the accidental
or
color
stripe.
pooling, which is just wonderful.
Yeah.
Anyway, we
Okay.
do have to close and
Mhm.
head over to
See y'all at
Brenda. If
Brenda's.
someone
ya.
please post the queue for Brenda,
Mhm.
or I'll
Okay.
do it. And
And we'll get in touch later.
oh, definitely, I will respond to your email.
Okay.
I might
Awesome.
have already. Anyway, I'm trying to
Yeah.
wake up my keyboard now so that I can put the there we go. There's the
Oh, and I have an hour left of work.
queue for Brenda. Okay. Okay. So as soon as the link, okay, there's the link. I'm going to close out now, and thank you everybody for coming
Bye,
here,
everybody.
and all the standard stuff like subscribe, blah blah woof woof, and keep coming
Stay
back.
safe and stay hydrated.
Exactly.
Stay safe,
Okay.
stay hydrated.
Bye bye, and
All
stay
right.
caffeinated, as Fiber Spider will tell us.
Oh, and be creative.
Okay. Bye bye,
All right.
everybody.
Bye.